This is basically rooted in a new magazine article I did last fall, which was extremely well received. You can get it online, just Google for the thing. 10,000 word piece, where I was asked to think about the next 25 years and to counter the kind of gloom and doom story of like how we're lost, we can't get anywhere, but in fact to think through and actually lay out what I do think can happen, and in fact, I actually think will happen, and to make the case for a much more positive kind of opening up of what could happen in the next 25 years, what I kind of deemed an era of the great progression. Now, one of the things that actually, or one of the core arguments of what's going on here is that the next 25 years, we're going to see 3 world historical technologies roll out in parallel, basically. The first one is, in fact, AI. We are going through, humans are taking a step change in our capabilities. We are getting augmented with an absolutely powerful new tool, and that we will see this going on literally for centuries. The second world is we're basically entering an era of clean energies, an array of clean energies, but in fact, including potentially fusion energy here. But again, is a world historical step change in human capability that's going to keep going for a long time to come. And the third one is bioengineering, which is essentially, we are now going to essentially be able to engineer all living things, and that could actually be used in many ways to kind of evolve us towards a much more sustainable kind of technologies over time. We're going to talk about all 3 in time now here, in as fast as we can go here. Now, to think about that, think about it, the reason I use this is actually saying we're entering an AI age. The AI age begins. And when I say age, it's like when humans got to the point of the Iron Age, we essentially said, we can use metal. From that point on, humans started using metal and kept going up that way. Think of the same way. All 3 of these technologies, world historic technologies, are opening up a new age of human beings. Up until this time, humans had no ability, anything to do with intelligence had to have a human mind applied to it. Now we are, for the first time in our history, we are now going to be working with intelligent machines. And this is the super early days, that for centuries, no, we're going to keep playing this game. We won't go back, barring some kind of crazy disaster. The same thing is we're on the verge, we are in the middle of the beginnings of, essentially the age of clean energy. It's happening with renewables now in much ways. We're going to touch on that really fast. But ultimately, from this time forward, we are going to transition to increasingly clean and essentially abundant energy. Again, a step change. We will not go back. From the campfires to oil extraction, it's all been carbon energy kind of screwing up the planet, but we are now entering the clean energy age that's going to continue for a long time to go. And this is the third one. With our genetic understanding and our biological understanding and be able to manipulate living things, we are entering a bioengineering age. Again, from this point on, humans won't kind of go backwards, but they're going to go forward, barring disaster. So I think we're all of us living through this crazy moment in history, actually, what's happening.